Hello and welcome back to Mr. Ed Plays The Test. I'm actually very scared. This game is scary. Earlier in the last episode, if you haven't watched that, which why are you watching this one if you haven't watched episode 1? This is only episode 2, come on guys. In the last episode, it asked me, are you wondering how long this game's gonna go on for? Almost immediately after I asked out loud, how long is this game gonna go on for? And now it's asking, are you alone? And the answer is yes. And I'm very scared to say that, because I don't want anything terrible to happen to me. In real life, Norn in the game, although I don't seem to have a character, there's no avatar, so it's really like the character is speaking to me. I still don't know if that's a younger person with white hair and a hat, or if it is somebody with a long nose and a mustache, or both, perhaps. Are you sure? Oh, freaking freak dude. Freaking effing freak dude. Holy hell. Yes, I am sure. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's somebody watching you, would you believe me? Whoa, well, okay, are you talking about the millions of views? Then, yeah, I would say so. If you told me with utmost certainty that there's someone watching you, would you believe me? I literally have goosebumps right now. I actually literally do. I'm like looking around the room and I'm scared. I'm so scared. Would I believe you? I don't want to challenge the game and say no, because I feel like it's going to do something horrific if I do. Oh, Christ. I actually hate this. Oh, I hate this. This is awful. What do I say? If I told you that there's somebody watching me, would I believe it? No. Oh, God. Oh, Christ. Oh, I hate this. Have you wondered who I am? Yes, I have. Very much so. Have you had shivers at any point during the session? Yes, I have. Very much so. Do you feel like you're being watched? Yes, I do. Very much so. Have you considered quitting the session early? Yes, I want to quit now. Do you drink water every day? Yes, I do. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Yeah, of course. Do you realize that you've missed 7 hidden messages thus far? God damn it, game. God damn it, the test. Oh, what messages? Which ones? Please. Oh, I must know. Please tell me them. No, I didn't know. I didn't. Do you realize that you just missed another one? Oh. What was it? What are you talking about? Wait a second. I'm looking around. So there's a lot of blank space in this game. There's like a lot of blank area. So is it possible that like... Oh, I just got a notification on my phone and I was like really scared. Like, does the game know my phone number? It was Spotify. It says, we're coming for you and we're going to kill you. But it was just Spotify, so it's fine. So you just missed another one. Does that mean like, assuming that the convention of like one of the letters, either the first or the last, is something that you're supposed to keep track of, the last one would have only had one letter, so that would have been the end of a hidden message? Then, or would the entire message have been on the last screen? I don't know. I truly don't. So no, I didn't realize that, and I'm scared. Are you wondering what they were? Yeah. Yeah. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Yes! Wait, without finding them yourself? Wait a second. Whoa. You're speaking in twisty tongues to me. All right, so one of you only tells a lie, and the other one only tells the truth. Wait a second. Okay, would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Oh, so does that mean that if somebody told me what they were, that wouldn't bother me? Like, I just want to know what they are. I don't care if I find them or if the game tells me. I would just like to know. So, I'm going to say the answer is no. So, would it bother you? Would I be bothered? Would I personally be bothered? Oh, geez, I just got another notification, but it's just LinkedIn in this case. I'm going to put my phone down so I don't see it, because, can't deal. Okay. I don't understand this question. I'm having a hard time with it. Okay, would it bother you to never know what the hidden messages were without finding them yourself? I'm going to say no. Is your favorite number 7? It is not. My favorite number is 23. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Can you disagree with that? Also, what hidden secrets have you for me? I know that this is like diverging on these tangents because it's got hidden stuff going on. Do you agree? Yeah, I do. Okay. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? Yes, they can actually. If you're talking about delicious fruits, because they both are very much that. I'm like stuttering actually because I'm so scared. No, I don't agree. Obviously, like apples to oranges. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? I did not. Fun fact. Fun fact about Mr. Ed, I didn't know that until just now. Okay, everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? You know what? I do agree, and I believe that a lot of people deserve more than just 2 chances. Controversial. Controversial, I know. Yeah, you can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? No, you can't fly without use of technology. And I mean actually fly, not like fall. You can't fly. No, I don't agree. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No! Freedom is the most importance. Well, maybe not that. Underwater adventures sound like a good time. Do you agree? Depends! Underwater levels in video games tend to be not the best. But like theme parks with water. Or like a swimming pool. I'll say yes. Okay. Did you realize the first letters of the previous 8 special questions spelled out the phrase, I love you? Oh, I didn't, but I figured they were something. No, I didn't. Okay. Do you wish to be loved? You know what? Yes, I do. Very much so. By you! Patreon.com/MrEdPlays. Do you have any addictions? Everyone has addictions, right? I mean, I drink coffee every single morning, but I am not addicted to it. And I know this because I specifically went off of it for a month to test to see if I was actually addicted to it. And I don't think that I was. I don't know how you would know that. But I didn't, I craved it because I was tired, but I wasn't, like, jittery or whatever, other than the anti-coffee shakes that you get from going through withdrawals. I don't think I do in terms of, like, drugs or anything. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that stuff. So I'm going to say no. I mean, I'm trying to cut off sugar, and that's hard, not because I'm addicted to it, but because it's everywhere and in everything. Do I have any addictions? I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say no because I'm not knowingly addicted to anything that I know of. And I think you would know in most cases. Do you dislike the color pink? I don't have a problem with the color pink. It's my fiance Jody's favorite color. Shout out to Jody. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I don't dislike it. Also, I feel like I should be trying to write these things down that it's like, I know that it's asking me. But it's too late now. Does the color gray seem depressing? Yeah, it does. If you look out in the sky and look up and it's just gray, not about that. Yeah, it seems depressing. Do you enjoy loud music? I don't enjoy loud music, but I don't enjoy quiet music. Happy medium. Gonna say no. Do you enjoy loud music? I would like it to be listenable, not ear-blowing. Do you like to dance? I'm not a big dancer. I don't know. Like, what friggin' frick. You know what I mean? Friggin' frick. I don't hate dancing. It's just not one of my things. Would you consider yourself normal? I'm the most normal that there is. I think that's obvious. Do you love your parents? My parents? You mean, Thomas and Martha Wayne? I'd say I love them pretty much. Have you ever been lied to? Hasn't everyone been lied to? Oh, damn, that's deep. Probably. Do you get angry often? Only at video games. I actually am not an angry person. But in video games, I tend to be like, all right, let's just, So I'll say no. Do you hold grudges? I do not. I'm very much a forgive and forget person. I'm very much just like, hey, everyone has their reasons for doing what they do. Sometimes those reasons don't align with my reasons for doing what I do. And that sucks. But we're gonna get through it. No. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes, I forgive people all the time. I'm a very forgiving man. Have you ever lied? Uh-oh. Oh, dip. Oh, dip damn. Who hasn't lied? I mean, who hasn't lied? You know, I said earlier in this very session that I was scared of spiders, and that's clearly not true. Sorry, I thought a spider on me or whatever. Yeah, of course I've lied. Who hasn't lied? Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? What kind of question is that? Yes. It's asking these questions because there's something. It needs the letter D to be in something, or the letter S, or something else. Maybe there's like a misspelling, B-E-A-utiful, then Oh, jeez. Oh, freaking F, man. The air in the room, in the thing, the heat in the building just turned off, and now it's just dead silent. And I'm going to turn the volume down slightly. Just a little bit. Okay, there we go. We're good. Also, I haven't been keeping time like I'm supposed to be doing. I paused it at some point and don't remember how long ago that was. So this might be a really long episode. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, I think yes, actually, I do. I meant to say yes earlier when I said no. Yes, I do think that. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? When I was a kid, I did. Actually, when I was a young child, this is bizarre, I wanted to be a car. Like an automobile. I wanted to stretch out and have wheels and drive. I think I saw like that one Futurama episode where Bender turned into a car, and I wanted to do that. Maybe I shouldn't have said yes to that normal question earlier. But yeah, who hasn't wanted to like just be a bird and flutter in the wind, or like some kind of freaky rhinoceros or something? Yeah, sure. Do you believe you have psychic powers? You tell me. What is this? Have you ever seen a ghost? Ooh, not that I'm aware of. Oh God, not that I'm aware of. Sir, ma'am, are you a ghost? Do you dream often? How do you define often? Most nights, I think. I don't always remember them, but I think. Say yes. Do you have nightmares often? No, actually, I haven't had a nightmare in a while. Well, actually, I had a nightmare where there was like bugs crawling all over the bed. Like last night, this morning. So I'll say yes, even though that's not true. And I kind of just wanted to say that out loud because I wanted the game to hear me say that, because I want to know if it'll say anything about bugs crawling on the bed. Although now I wonder if it'll hear me say this and not do that because I said that I was expecting it. We're all thinking fourth dimensionally here. Yeah, I have nightmares often. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No. I'm not an anxiety-ish person. Do you suffer from depression? No. I'm not a depressed person. Do you exercise often and stay active? Yes, I do. I go to the gym frequently because I'm better than you. And don't you forget it, I'm great. How many times do I have to tell you? Oh, I was joking. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? I wouldn't. I know my fiance Jody would say that I am. Because she likes to just get in there with their freaky little fingers and pry and be like, listen, weird and need help and need to go to a therapist and stop yelling at me. All those things. I don't understand what she's talking about most of the time, but it's fine. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? No, I would not say that. Have you ever felt betrayed? Have I ever felt betrayed? I don't think I've felt betrayed ever, except for that one time when I put out that YouTube video and nobody watched it. Oh, that's every day. No, I've never felt betrayed. I'm going to say no to that one. Do you ever feel lost in life? Ooh, I like the show Lost. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? I don't think so. I've wanted to be, but I feel like the natural leaders are those who don't want to lead. So do with that information as you will. I'm going to say no. I don't know, though. Maybe I am. Who cares? If you could push a button to destroy the world, would you push it? I don't think so. The hell kind of question is that? Why would you ask me that? What if I could destroy the world with a push of a button? I don't think I would do it. Because I'm in the world. And I would die. And also all the other people would die. No, I would not push that button. Okay, there's the air back on. I'm more comfortable now. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? I am a hero. Made in the 90s. It's reversed, I think. It's reversed from where it should be. Like, this hand should be this hand. So I'm trying to show. It doesn't matter. All right. Sure. Okay. Have you ever been bullied? Yeah, in school. And every day. But my girlfriend Jody, who gets her fingers in, and she tries to. I said girlfriend again. I've done that like a couple of times now. Called her my girlfriend, and she has made fun of me. Yeah, I've been bullied. Have you ever bullied someone else? You know what? High school was a weird time, and I probably have. I don't know any specific instances, but I'm sure that I've definitely made fun of people before. which isn't great for old Mr. Red. I'm canceled now. I'm officially canceled. Have you ever bullied someone else? Yeah, unfortunately I have. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? I dream? I have desires and fantasies and goals and ambitions. So yeah, I'd say I'm a dreamer. But I'm not the only one. I wish someday you could join us and the world could live as one. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? I have, but I wouldn't say that's something that I do. So I'll say no. Do you find What? Do you find space fascinating? Yes. I've wanted to work for NASA for a long time, actually. So I'm going to say yes on that one. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Oh, it knows that I'm doing a YouTube show. Mr. Ed Productions. YouTube.com/Mr. Ed Productions. Patreon.com/Mr. Ed Plays. Yeah, I consider myself to be an But is it a good friend? I don't know. How do you define a good friend? Everyone's got different friendship levels. Everyone's got different things they want to do with their friends, you know? Like, sometimes you just hang out. Sometimes you go on adventures. Sometimes you let them know that you're there for them and you care about them. Actually, one of the notifications I just got was a friend who I just reached out to and said, "How are you?" Apropos of nothing. I don't know. I'm going to say yes. I don't think so, though. Do you consider yourself to be flawed? Who isn't? Yes. Do you believe in perfection? No, it's unattainable. That's hence the very definition. Have you ever stolen from someone? No, I've never stolen from anyone. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Ooh, okay. Under any circumstances? I'm a very pacifistic person. I don't think I would kill anyone, but if somebody were coming at me with like a knife and I was fighting against them and they accidentally died because I stabbed them in the face and said, "I hope you die," then probably. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Ooh. Okay. If I had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Would I tell anyone? Yeah, probably, right? I've never thought about it. If I had one day to live, I guess I would have to. They'd find out eventually, though. Yeah, I probably would. I don't understand. I'm going to say yes on that one. Also, give me money. Okay. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Ooh. What darkest secrets have I? There was that person I killed and took over his YouTube show and then wore his skin. His name used to be Alex, but then he died. And I, Glarbatron the Fifth, assumed his role and his YouTube channel. And I've never told that to anyone. So I'm going to say no. Do you trust me, even though you know nothing about me? Of course I do, Groucho Marx. You're my best friend. I'll say yes. Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're Groucho Marx. I just said so. If I appeared, oh, god damn, freaking F. Oh, freaking F, dude. If I appeared right behind you right now, would you scream? Yeah. I would say that I would. Is it going to make me scream by doing that? Is he going to appear behind me? I might actually be sick. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Yeah, especially because I've looked behind me multiple times, and I haven't seen anyone. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Why are you suddenly... Okay, so this might be a new line of questions in which there is a secret. So I'm going to go ahead and say the W and the C, the water closet in it. I just kind of spit and that was gross. Are important here. W and C. So I'm going to write these down. The first one is on the top. The last one's on the bottom. W and C. Am I empathetic? Am I empathetic? Yes, I'm very much empathetic. I care about people. I try to understand their feelings. Try to feel what they feel. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? I think so. I don't really know what that means, but it's a W and it is another C. I'm going to say yes. Have you ever been in a physical fight? I don't think that I have. I've like wrestled like my brother and like, you know, but not in like I'm going to kill you, but just in fun ways. So probably H and F. So we have WWH, which is probably a website, or CCF, which is I think a band. I don't know though. No, I've not been in a physical fight. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? No. We have A and S. A and S. No. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yeah. I tend to have like an eye line that's like lower and looking down in that direction. Not that way, but that way. But not that way. I don't know if it means that way or that way, but I look kind of like that. You know what I mean? One of these situations. Like this. And about the hidden messages thing, I have WWHAD or CCFSK, neither of which mean anything at all. So, does that mean, I don't know if I should keep writing down. Yeah, I look at the ground when I walk, yes. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? In fact, I am. Okay. Would you ever shave your head? Ooh, I have wanted to do that for a long time. Actually, when I was in high school, I was in a musical production of Annie, and I was Daddy Warbucks, and I wanted to shave my head so bad, but I didn't do it, because I'm a cowardly little weenie. Take that one to the bank. So I'll say yes. Okay. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Ooh, you know, strongo people, look at me. Check me out. Actually, this is very baggy clothes, so it doesn't really look all that impressive. But I'm gonna say yeah, because I might have missed the last question in terms of writing it down. I'm also thinking that the episode's going to end because it's been a long time. I was hoping that there would be something coming up that I would be... I should have done it earlier when I was like behind... If I appeared behind you, would you scream? But instead, we're just going to go ahead and end it now. A little lackluster, but we're going to go ahead and see you in a cheeky little 2 days' time. I'll see you then, everybody. Goodbye.